Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, my YouTube subscribers. We are finally actually at the very last horror movie. Well, not of the channel, of any horror movie reviews, because let's face it, horror movies are never going away. But so far as we know of this franchise of Final Destination, the sixth Final Destination that's recently out in theaters. Now it does come out tomorrow. But right now it's in theaters, even though trailers said Friday. Technically, when I post this, it's already I'm pre-reviewing. I'm pre-video recording review myself. Today that I'm doing this right now is Thursday, but the day that I'm gonna drop it on my channel will be okay. Wait, today is Thursday. Friday. Saturday. Today that I'm recording this, pre-recording this, is Thursday. But the day that I'm dropping this on is Saturday. So basically the day that this video will be up on my channel would be Saturday. So anyway, I saw the new Final Destination today. I watched them all. I rewatched all the movies, and I did a review for all the movies building up to this Final Destination movie and review. Now, I will say, do I have my negatives? 2. And that's only... And those 2 negatives are basically... basically 2 kills. I do not like 2 kills. I feel like the lawn mowing scene, which we see in the trailer, which I think that's one of the reasons why I don't like. I think that's one of the reasons why I don't like that kill, is basically we saw in the trailer, and after we see and what's the other kill? There's a second kill that I don't like, but do I like this movie overall? Yes. Where do I rank it in my favorite list of Final Destination movies? Basically, here we go. We get to answer that question. Finally. The first one, always on top. The third one, in second place. Now, it used to be the 5th movie after the 3rd movie. But now, it's the 6th movie right after the 3rd movie. I know, shocking, but I'll get more in depth of why. Even though, yes, I only have 2 negatives, and that's like only 2 kills out of like the whole entire movie. And basically that's like my only negative. And then the 5th movie, right after the 6th movie, 2nd and 4th. The 4th movie is still in last place. That will never change, unless I may not like Final Destination 7. Then that could change. But to be honest, the storyline for this one, fun. I actually really like, and I will really cherish, because by the trailer standpoint it does not look that exciting. Okay, yeah, wow, so boring. Your grandmother had a vision that this was gonna happen, the space needle was gonna collapse, and um and and then she ends up saving everyone that was in there, uh and then now years later, that her family is now getting attacked in order of the way basically they were born, and her grandchildren was getting killed the way they were in the correct order that they were born. So now it's up to the granddaughter to stop it all. Good idea, great, but how well does it do on paper? The trailer did not make it look that satisfying. Going and seeing it in the theater, and I do recommend to go see it in the theater because I do like watching it in theaters. It to me it's my first Final Destination to ever see in theaters. It's like one of my recommendations of this year to see in theaters of a horror movie, because it is a lot more better in theater, which I think that's another reason why I like this film. Um, is most of the blood um, CGI? Yeah, sure. Is it really noticeable here and there? But it's very easy to ignore. Now, another negative, I will admit, okay, fine, I have three negatives. Two negatives are two kills, and the one negative, it felt like the pacing was a bit quick. Sure. Do I understand some other Final Destination fans where that of their review of what I was listening, where to take time and basically recap everything. In a way, yeah, I feel like those fans missed it, and that wasn't my negative of taking a whole gap of the movie and recapping everything. Only because I feel like they already did. I feel like they did that correctly in a very short amount of time, where they didn't really have to take a huge chunk out of the movie to exactly do that. You do bond with the characters. With some of the characters you are able to have, you're able to bond with. You do connect with them. Some that's still alive and tag along, not really. Um, like the uncle, the aunt, the mother of our main antagonist, uh, like one cousin, and so, but her brother, but our main antagonist brother, two cousins, uh, well, basically, not even. That there's a twist, and basically, it turns out that our main antagonist thought her the first target was the oldest son of her uncle. Well, turns to find out, the little accident they showed in the trailer end clip inside the tattoo parlor, uh turns out he was never going to be on this list. Well, eventually, but at that moment, not really, because he was never the son of her uncle. And her aunt basically had a affair during their rocky relationship, and and had a had a baby. But uh so he was safe. our main antagonist's dad and aunt, they weren't a target because basically they were just random people that just came into their mother and their uncle's lives. Uh, so, so they were safe. So it was just the ones. So basically, and then, but do we get a lot of gore? Yes, we get a lot of gore. We get, a lot of good kills. I just only have two bad kills in this one. But I do like the story plot. I do like our characters that we follow, including it was. But I feel totally stupid right now because honestly, the actor that plays our main antagonist brother, it was on the back of my mind, and I had a really good feeling. I recognized the actor. I recognized him right away, and I'm like, where's he from? Where's he from? Oh my goodness, it's killing me. And then once I looked them up, I'm like, I feel completely stupid. The cousin from season 1 of Chucky, Jake's cousin. I'm like, are you kidding me? I feel completely stupid. But I liked him in it. I truly feel like the way he played his character was really well. The person that was sitting right next to me, she loved it. And basically it was awesome because we both were helping each other. We were like, they're referencing this, they're referencing that. Yeah, they're going this direction. So we were having fun. We were basically helping each other throughout basically remembering each movie from the franchise in number 6 because they did reference a lot of the movies in some way, shape, or form. Now, um, now basically as the movie does open up with as the Space Needle accident vision as we first see in the trailer of her grandmother as a very young girl on a date with her boyfriend going to like the version Space Needle. And so but and so I had it. And as there's a certain part of the movie that makes you feel like, because where our main character, as they show in the trailer, she puts up like lines like Andrew Garfield in the second Spider-Man movie of like all these newspapers, all these red lines to one family from one person to its family tree, this person to the family tree, that, and it makes you feel like from that night of her grandmother saving that group of people, especially a certain special black little boy, all had families, and that family died in the order as they would, because it started with their grandfather or grandmother, and it worked down from the grandchildren of how they were born, worked down to the mother or son, and then the firstborn grandson or granddaughter to the youngest. Now, now, now it makes you feel when they show that scene and when she's describing that whole thing, it makes you feel like it could take the way she's explaining it makes it sound like that's what caused this franchise to be born. It feels like that concept only happened because death design got messed up all those years ago. So maybe in the very first movie, that was those group of kids that was going to France was a group of grandchildren to grandparents that was never supposed to be living past that night. And then so on from the second Final Destination to the third one to the fourth one to the fifth one / the prequel, all the way building up to this one. So, and maybe that, and I feel like it also helped kind of explain the concept of visions, because maybe because of that night of the grandmother having a vision, maybe the kids later down the line, like Alex from the very first movie, are to every main character of the franchise that has a vision of what's going to happen, maybe started all also started all because of the grandmother in of our main character in Final Destination 6. Also the granddaughter, she can't focus on her college schoolwork, all because she's having this ongoing nonstop nightmare, even when she's fully awake, even though when she's asleep, now when she's awake, nightmare of what her grandmother vision was. And that's why they call it Bloodlines, of course, as many fans could actually put that together themselves, not calling the fans stupid, but that's just how the movie put it out there, basically. So, in my opinion, I feel like this is a good Final Destination movie, even though it has a few CGI blood. I just feel like the story plot is good. All the characters hit really well. The music, and I know I haven't said this in past Final Destination film reviews, but the music is also important for a Final Destination movie. So with the music, the Ring of Fire, Rain is Dropping Down on My Head, is all good songs in this movie. And also I liked the ending. Yes, there was no one survived, all because they thought they beat death when they really didn't, and that was kind of obvious once you saw a scene of like them of our main character accidentally dropping the penny that would have be a part of the accident of the Space Needle, even though she kept the penny. And I think she grabbed the penny before. Yeah, she grabbed the penny before and kept it. And but overall, I truly feel like this has been a good Final Destination movie that fans have truly been looking for after all these years, especially after the fifth movie. And don't get me wrong, I still love the fifth movie, but not as much as I love the sixth movie. So, uh, so yeah, and um, um, I just truly love the artwork of this film. Uh, um, I love the acting from everyone, especially the actor from the season 1 of Chucky that played Jake's cousin. Um, I and even the even I love the scene. I truly love the scene of Tony Todd's way of saying goodbye, not just to the character but to the fans, as a fourth wall type way, through the characters themselves, of saying goodbye to everyone on the side of the character, because as you see once they get to his scene, because Tony Todd is in this one before he died, may he rest in peace, even though there are ways to still feel him, where he still feels alive to you. But during those scenes, it is hard to see him the way he is, because when you see him, it looks like his bones are about to break, because he is so pale, like skeleton pale, because of the sickness, the cancer that I heard he had made him look like that. And as some people are used to, of him having like strength, and maybe a little bit of fat here and there during a few of his movies, but he looks like a skeleton pale. But he still looked good for the scene, and I love how the director allowed him to say not what they had on the script, but decided to say fuck it and let him know, hey, if there's actually any way you could actually perform and say what you want to say that's on your mind, go right ahead, do it. It's all yours. And that's actually what he does. He doesn't do the normal letting the characters know, hey, yeah, Dev's after you. Yeah, I know your grandmother. Your grandmother is actually the one that saved me, because I was that little black boy that was there that night, because my mother was working. She was the singer at the Space Needle building, and um so that kind of made sense, how he knew and kind of prepared others to know about death, is because he was learning about death. He learned how to survive and do things, even if it got his hands dirty. But he let everybody know on the side of the characters, hey, I'm retired. Hey, I'm out there. Your grandmother died, and after all your asses, my ass is grass. So I'm gonna go live my life the way I want before I die. And in a way, um, I said it meanly, but he was nice about it. And he said, before he said "see you soon," um, he said the choice is yours. But before he said "see you soon," he said the choice is yours. Make sure you make the uh, good, good choices and good memories last while you can. So, though that was like my ultimate favorite scene out of this movie. What's my favorite kill? Honestly, my favorite kill. Mm, My favorite kill. Uh, Honestly, I'm gonna have to go with um uh the part where the one brother accidentally turn on like the machine where somebody lays inside it and they take like a form of a X-ray on you. I and the magnet turn and in that scene the magnet part got turned on, so all his metal parts got ripped out of him, and then all of a sudden he was standing in front of the wheelchair, so the wheelchair uh hold him against it and crushing him by like trying to go straight through him while bending his back. So I feel like that part was pretty cool. Um, and then along with the part with the other brother that had the peanut allergy, because he thought by stopping this and save his brother, he would have his brother eat peanuts and then die and then bring him back to life. Well, also thinking on top of that, he really that wouldn't have done it. Like it would have broke the chain and pissed off Death completely. Um, oh, but it would not help his situation anymore, because unless the doctors actually helped be like help bring him back to life while taking away the whole situation of the peanuts allergy taking over his body. Um, and the only reason why that brother died, the half brother, by getting impaled by the wheelchair, uh, uh, only because, as Tony Todd said, if you try to escape death, try to push yourself off death's list any way possible, any way means necessary, death will get even more pissed off, and the big guy will, and then you would have to deal with the big guy, and basically, kind of like as we heard from the first movie, him say from the first movie. So, um, and then, and then the brother got basically his head crushed straight through, not just from like the spring from the venting machine into his forehead, since the magnet was still on, and it another of my another one would have to be the death of the grandmother. That scene where where like a part of her house basically it was like the metal stick that has those south, west, east, and north uh thing on it, and it threw up, fly off her house, top of her house, and into her from the back and straight forward up of her head. And to me, I think that was cool, even though I found most of the graphics kind of weird right away, but it grew in of being one of my favorite kills. One of my funniest moments that I found funny in the movie was what was it? Honestly, I would have to say where just any of the scenes, any scene where the our main character actually thought um her first cousin was going to die, that was going to die, before they actually ever find out he was never really their cousin. He was never really part of their bloodline, so he was safe. how he was almost hit by a truck, and how he was, and basically how he's almost how he could be cut in half or thrown in the garbage truck. And so I found I found most of those scenes, and then the scene where he's like trying to survive while trying to get his nose ring back from the chain from the tattoo, from the ceiling of the tattoo place that he works at. I found that scene funny, enjoyable. Um, so, but if you've seen Final Destination 6 Bloodlines, what did you think of it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? And what was your favorite scene? What was your favorite kill? What was your least favorite scene? What was your least favorite kill? Um, what did you like about it? What did you not like about it? Yada yada yada, all that. What's your favorite Final Destination film? Is it the sixth one? Uh, above any of the others, or what is your favorite Final Destination film? What's also your favorite Final Destination comic book, along with the films? So, if you liked this review, hit that like button. If you didn't like this review, hit that dislike button. If you did not like any at all how I was in this video, please drop that comment down below of what I did wrong so I can change it in future videos. And if you have not hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button because I appreciate keep giving you guys more content heading your way. If you enjoy my content, have a nice day, have a nice night whenever you're watching this. Peace.